Matt from Ace Appliance in Toledo, Ohio. Welcome back to another in-home diagnostic video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com. What we have here is a GE side-by-side refrigerator. The customer's complaint is that the fan motor is kind of ramping up and down, making some whistling noises. And we also have a lot of frost buildup down in the ice chute here. If you look at the flapper assembly from the other side, it's definitely kind of mangled up there. And it looks like the solenoid is probably hanging up a little bit also, which is a lot of times they'll get rust on them, and the solenoid will hang up and not allow the flap to close, so warm air comes up through the air passage. Alright, so now we got to the back of the unit. We're just going to replace the main control board on here. We got 3 screws for the cover. Gonna remove all our wiring harnesses to the board. This is an older style board. They had quite a few issues with them. Sometimes the condenser fan motor in the back here will run slow. It can cause the evaporator fan motor to ramp up and down. You can have issues with the compressor relay not kicking on. They've had just a lot of issues with this older style control board. So we got all our harnesses disconnected. There's little tabs that you just have to depress with needle nose. There's 4 total. And the control board pops off. Okay, we got our new board here. Just gonna go ahead and set it into place. Just snaps in on the tabs here. Just hook all your harnesses back up. And before we put the cover back on, we're just gonna ground it here with a screw and test it out. Okay, so we're just gonna leave the door open for about 2 minutes here. Let it get up to where it would hit its high speed. It goes into what's called the liner protection mode. When the door is open for 2 minutes, just ramps up to a high speed to try to keep the air circulating in the back panel instead of coming out the front here. So we're just going to let this run and see if it ramps up and down. Make sure we don't hear any noise out of it. Okay, we just went ahead and put the cover back on the control board, and now we're just going to look at the dispenser here. We got 2 little tabs up underneath. You have to kind of depress them and pull out, just like that. We got the unit unplugged right now. Going to disconnect our wiring to our circuit board up here. We'll get that out of the way. We got 4 Phillips screws that we're going to remove here. Kind of take note of the way that the wires are ran on this, because when you put it back together, it'll be a lot easier. You can see the flapper assembly is completely mangled on there. Okay, basically what you got, how the ends are kind of curled around there. It's just not making a tight seal whatsoever around there. Go ahead and snap this off. You can see what that flapper looks like. So what we're going to check real quick here is the solenoid. Make sure that just flops down freely. You want to look for any signs of rust or corrosion up around the solenoid there. This one does not show any signs of rust or sticking. That should move completely freely. So this is our old flapper, and this is our new flapper. So basically the underlying issue was the gasket on the flapper assembly. So we're going to go ahead and put the bottom in first here. Snap in the top. That's going to close up just with a good tight seal. So we're going to go ahead and put this back together here. And run the solenoid wire up through the top corner here, top right corner. The other harness through the left, just like that. Alright, we got our control board here. We're going to hook the harnesses back in. So you put the top in first and snap the bottom in. And we're just going to go ahead and power it back up. Just check operation. Got the flapper sealing properly. Did drop closed. You know, if you ever wanted to check to make sure you're getting a good seal, you could always get on the inside, open up the door, take a flashlight, look through, and you shouldn't be seeing any light coming through. And that's an easy way to tell if you got a bad seal somewhere. Thank you for watching another quality video from ApplianceVideo.com.